My beloved child, your spirit is wary. I know you've been seeking healing through noise, comfort through distractions. But the H remains, doesn't it? That H is not your enemy, it's your compass. And today I am drawing near to give you what the world never could: truth, peace, direction. This moment is sacred, so stay close and listen till the end. Because what I reveal today has the power to reset your course. You've come too far to turn away now. Lean in, this is the moment that changes everything. Listen closely to my voice as it unfolds your heart with gentle yet unyielding strength. You might feel overwhelmed right now, as if the world's weight is pressing down on your shoulders, squeezing the life from your spirit. The mountains before you seem insurmountable, and the valleys beneath are shrouded in shadows that chill your soul. This moment, the crossroads where fear and courage intersect, is not where I leave you fragile or broken. Far from it, my beloved. I have fashioned you with a purpose, shaped you with intention, and breathed into you the very essence of resilience. You are not an accident of time or circumstance. You were crafted by a master's hand, imbued with a vital strength that cannot be extinguished by the storms raging around you. I see the intense struggles you face, the inner battles that often feel silent and invisible to the world, the doubt whispering in your ear, like a serpent trying to convince you that you are inadequate or unprepared, does not come from me. I am the source of strength, the cornerstone on which all true power rests. When it seems as if the forces of darkness are closing in to remind you of your limitations, remember that the very breath within you is proof that I have called you forth for a reason. Do not shrink back, because uncertainty casts its shadow. You were built for this. This season, no matter how daunting, is not greater than the Creator who formed you with layers of grace and grit. I understand the moments when your heart races with anxiety, when your mind replays every fear and failure, trying to prove that you aren't enough. Yet beneath all that turmoil, the truth lies waiting, steady, unchanging, and eternal. Your foundation is in me. In me, you'll find the courage to take one more step, to rise after failure, and to persevere when everything tells you to surrender. I have equipped you richly, not just with raw power or fleeting motivation, but with my spirit, a quiet lighthouse that guides your soul through the darkest nights. You were fashioned for moments like these. My work in you has prepared you, even if you don't see it clearly yet. Understand this, my dear. The fire refining you now is not meant to destroy, but to purify and strengthen. I allow trials to stretch and shape you, but never to shatter you. When you feel you're reaching the breaking point, that's precisely when my sustaining hand is closest, wrapping you in a peace that surpasses all understanding. You may not feel invincible today, but that is the very hallmark of one who is about to discover the depth of their own courage. Every time you choose to stand, even when your knees tremble, you prove that you were indeed built for this. Are you weary? That weariness doesn't come from me, but from the relentless pressure of a world that often demands more than you think you can give. Rest in the knowledge that my strength is perfected in your weakness. When you embrace your limitations and lean into my power, you unlock reservoirs of resilience that no trial can deplete. This isn't a promise of ease, my beloved, but a promise of my presence. I have never walked a step behind you. I am right there beside you, breathing life into your weary frame and whispering the courage to keep moving forward. Think back to the times when you barely saw a way through, and yet by my grace, you did. Those seasons weren't accidents. They were preparatory moments, training grounds where your spirit toughened and your faith matured. You carry within you the scars and the stories of victories won through struggle. Those victories testify that you're made for battles like these. You are no stranger to hardship. You are my warrior, equipped with spirit and stamina, chosen to press through the unseen and conquer what lies ahead. Let that truth settle in you now, and rise with a confidence that only I can give. I am calling you to stand firm, not by your own might or wisdom, but through the power I supply. So often, the world measures worth by what you can do on your own, but I measure it by who you are in me. You are beloved, chosen, and victorious, not because of flawless performance, but because of the one who formed you in love and calls you by name. Your identity is not found in fleeting achievements, but is anchored deeply in eternal love. When you feel small and unsure, look up and know that the Maker of the heavens and earth has declared you capable and strong. This is the hour for courage. The path before you may twist and dip through unknown territory, but my Spirit walks it with you, shining light in places where darkness threatens to steal your sight. You are not alone. You are not forsaken. Every dream, every call upon your life, every flicker of hope is part of a divine tapestry woven by my hands. I have not brought you this far to abandon you now. My plans for you are filled with hope and a future rich in promise. Will you believe me this time? Will you take my hand and step forward into what I've prepared when fear clamors for you to turn back? I don't ask for perfection, I ask for trust. Trust that my strength will be made perfect in your weakness. Trust that you were built for this challenge, this season, this mission that only you can fulfill. You are sewn with the threads of resilience, stitched with courage, and embroidered with my love. Take a deep breath and feel the pulse of life within you, the living spark of my Spirit. That spark is not small or insignificant. It is a roaring flame ready to ignite your soul. Stand tall, my dear child. My power is your foundation. I am with you now and always. Step forward and watch as I prove that you were indeed built for this. If your heart is stirring, do not turn away. Let this divine truth sink deep and wash over your spirit. Your journey has just begun, and it is magnificent because I go before you and I never fail. My dear child, I see the quiet battles you wage within your soul, the moments when doubt creeps in unbidden, and the shadows of fear begin to loom larger than the light I've placed inside you. Fear, anxiety, and doubt are like storm clouds gathering on the horizon of your spirit, threatening your peace and shaking the foundations of your trust. Yet I want you to understand that even in the fiercest tempests of the heart, I am your unwavering refuge, your solid rock where you can stand unshaken. Do not mistake these feelings for abandonment or failure. They are part of the human condition, a fertile ground where your faith can grow stronger, deeper, and more resilient. Imagine your heart as a great field, sometimes dry and cracked, other times lush and green. Fear and doubt may come as drought or floods, but always with a purpose. Always as a catalyst to turn your apprehension into strength. I am the gentle rain that seeps into the soil and the warm sun that follows, ready to restore and renew every aching part of you. It is not weakness or lack of trust that defines you in these moments. It is your willingness to wrestle with what you cannot see or understand. The story of your faith is not scripted in moments of certainty, but is etched in the courage to face darkness and choose to look toward the light anyway. This is the very essence of trust, not the absence of fear, but the decision to stand firm in my love despite it. Your anxiety is not a measure of your failure, but a signpost pointing you deeper into the journey where I am inviting you to rely on me more than ever. Reflect on the times you felt lost or overwhelmed. Can you remember that quiet whisper inside, the subtle pull that nudged you not toward despair, but toward hope? That inner voice is my Spirit speaking to you, gently compelling you to release control and surrender your worries into my hands. It is here, in these vulnerable moments, that true faith blooms. Do not resist it or shrink back because you don't see the full path. Instead, lean into my presence and allow it to fill the gaps fear tries to carve in your heart. When you feel the weight of uncertainty pressing down, envision your spirit as a ship caught in turbulent seas. You cannot command the winds or calm the waves on your own, yet you can trust the captain who holds the helm. I am guiding you with a steady hand through the storm, even when you cannot perceive the stars. Every gust that threatens to capsize you is met by my promises to uphold you. This journey is sacred, a passage through the unknown that prepares you to receive the fullness of my peace, which surpasses all understanding. I am molding you through this process, shaping you into a vessel that reflects my light ever more vividly. Doubt is not your enemy, but a refining fire that purifies your beliefs, removing the dross and leaving only what is true and eternal. Embrace it as part of my loving curriculum for your soul's growth. You are neither alone nor forgotten in these moments. My patience knows no bounds, and my compassion is as vast as the heavens. Do not rush this transformation. I am working in the quiet intervals between your fears to strengthen and steady your spirit. Let each anxious thought or trembling uncertainty be met with the truth that I hold your future securely in my hands. I don't expect perfection from you, but I do invite your openness, your willingness to bring your struggles before me and rest in my care. Trust that I am weaving all things together for your good, even when your mind cannot piece the pattern together. You were created with a resilience that rivals the mountains and a heart capable of profound trust despite pain. My dear child, will you allow my reassurance to soothe your restless heart? Let it wash over you like a gentle stream, calming your storms and refreshing your soul. Your feelings of fear and doubt are not signs of defeat, but invitations to draw nearer to me, to lean into my truth and draw strength from my everlasting arms. Take this moment now to breathe in my peace and release your burdens. As you do, sense the deep, abiding presence of my spirit embracing you with steadfast love. No matter what challenges you face, no matter how loud the whispers of fear become, remember that I am the light that darkness cannot overcome. Rest in this truth and let it anchor your heart in hope. This is a sacred invitation. Hold on to it when shadows fall and anxiety threaten your joy. Make room in your heart to welcome my calming presence and watch how it transforms your weakness into a testimony of unshakable faith. Will you step into this peace, trusting that I am with you every step of the way? Will you believe that my love is stronger than your fears? Let this truth settle in you, my dear. As we continue this journey of your heart, let us walk deeper into the tender realm of healing and restoration. A sacred space where brokenness is not just mended, but transformed into a new testament of my boundless love. I see the wounds you carry, some worn so deeply that you might have forgotten they could ever be whole. The pain lingers in quiet corners of your soul, where no one else dares to look, and yet I have never looked away. I understand how the scars may whisper lies of unworthiness, keep you bound to past shadows, or make you believe restoration is an impossible dream. But my child, those wounds are not the end of your story. They are chapters opened wide, inviting me in to teach you the art of true restoration. Healing in my kingdom is unlike any balm of this world. It is alive, persistent, and tender, crafted through an intimacy with me, where time is only a servant, not an enemy. Imagine a river carving through barren land, at times slow, sometimes unseen, but always moving, shaping the earth into fertile ground where life can once again spring forth. That river is my spirit flowing through the brokenness of your heart, softening the hard edges, washing away the debris of pain, and preparing you for renewal. When you feel nothing but silence or emptiness, know it is often the quiet before the floodgates of my grace open wide to flood your soul with healing light. Your restoration begins when you choose to allow me to enter the deepest places of your hurt. I am not repelled by your mess, your mistakes, or the fragments of your shattered dreams. I hold them with reverence, for in those very fragments you have placed your trust, your hope, your love, even when I seem distant. What seems most fragile to you is the very place where my power can manifest fully. For I delight in bringing beauty from ashes and strength from apparent weakness. Let this truth settle in you. I do not merely patch up the broken. I make you wholly new. I do not erase your past, but I transform it into a foundation for future courage. There may be times when the healing feels slow, and the weight of your scars might tempt you to give up. Do not despair in the waiting, beloved, for restoration is often a gradual unveiling, as delicate as the dawn's first light breaking over the horizon. The night shrouds pain with silence, but my presence is never absent. There, in those quiet moments, I am working unseen miracles in the chambers of your heart. I am weaving threads of hope, stitching them carefully alongside the threads of your sorrow, crafting a tapestry more beautiful than you can imagine. Cast off the heaviness of thinking your wounds define you, for they do not. They are merely a part of your journey to healing. I am the master healer, the artist who crafts stories of redemption that no one else can see until I reveal them. Your scars tell stories of battles you have survived, of endurance in the face of despair, and I will turn them into crowns of glory. When you look in the mirror, see not the brokenness alone, but the warrior upon whom I am bestowing strength with every breath. One of the most profound aspects of healing is forgiveness. Not only receiving it from me, but extending it to others and especially to yourself. Forgiveness is not a single moment, but a procession of choices, often repeated like gentle footsteps on a long journey. It is the bridge that leads from the prison of pain into the expanse of freedom. I urge you to release the burdens of bitterness and regret, my dear, for they only imprison the soul I desire to set free. Will you allow me to soften your heart toward forgiveness today? Let it be the gateway to your restoration. I am always near to gather the fragments others might disdain or overlook. Imagine a potter's hands gently folding broken pieces of clay back into the vessel, patiently smoothing and shaping until the vessel is not just whole, but more beautiful and functional than before. That is my touch upon your soul. I will not leave you discarded because you are cracked. Instead, I fill those cracks with my unbreakable love. Your healing is my most cherished masterpiece. In this process, surrender is essential. Resistance can feel like a shield protecting your heart, but sometimes that shield keeps out my healing presence as well. Yield your pain to me, beloved, as a child who trusts the safety of a father's embrace. Allow me to carry the weight of your sorrow, to breathe life into your weary spirit. Do not hold your scars too tightly, for they were meant to remind you of survival, not to cage you in pain. Let this be the moment you choose to lean into my healing arms with vulnerability and courage. Remember that restoration is not simply about the absence of pain, but the blossoming of new life within you. Like a seed hidden under the soil, your heart is undergoing a sacred renovation, roots taking hold beneath the surface, even when you cannot see the growth. Trust my divine timing and my perfect work in you. Though the storm may have swept through your life, the sun always returns warmer and brighter than before. Hold on to that promise, my child, for I am holding you through every wave. I invite you now to bring to me that lingering hurt you are tempted to hide, the ache that refuses to fade. Open your hands and heart in honesty and surrender. No mask, no pretense, just you and me. As you do, feel the gentle flame of my love begin to kindle warmth inside, kindling light in the darkest parts, restoring what seemed lost. Healing is not a distant reality. It is here now, present in this moment with you. Will you receive it? Will you trust me to make all things new? Let this invitation permeate your soul today. My beloved, my healing power is not a fleeting glimpse, but a steadfast presence. Trust me and let me work miracles in the deepest recesses of your heart. Do not rush the sacred process. but cherish every step as I lead you from brokenness into glorious restoration. Your soul is precious beyond measure, and I am intimately involved in its renewal. If your heart is stirring, do not turn away. Lean into my love's embrace. Open your soul to the healing flow that waits patiently to restore you completely. I'm with you always, my beloved. There are moments when the weight of fear, anxiety, and doubt feels like a relentless storm within your soul. Torrents of uncertainty that darken the skies of your heart and make each breath feel heavy and uncertain. I see these storms as they rage inside you. The quiet battles you fight behind closed doors. The sleepless nights when shadows seem to whisper their relentless lies. Yet remember, I am your refuge and your fortress in these times of trial. The tempest that stirs within you does not catch me unaware. I am with you in the whirlwind, carrying you on wings of peace when your strength fails. Fear is often a veil that obscures the truth I've woven into your very being. Anxiety can cloud your sight, whispering doubts about your worth and spinning webs of despair. Doubt creeps in like a silent thief at night, robbing you of the calm assurance found in my presence. But I am the one who calms the seas and speaks peace into chaos. My love is an anchor fastened deep within your soul, unshaken by the battering winds. When your heart races and uncertainty threatens to overwhelm, turn to me, not as one seeking a quick escape, but as a beloved child coming into my arms to find rest. Think on the lilies of the field, untroubled by what tomorrow holds, yet clothed in beauty by my own hand. Such care I give to the smallest details of creation. How much more will I care for you? Your anxieties may be mighty, but they are not stronger than my faithfulness. The doubts that linger are but shadows cast by fleeting uncertainties, while my promises are everlasting. You were not formed for defeat, but for triumph in the face of adversity. Rooted in a love that transcends human reason. I know the secret places of your heart where fear hides, and I long to shine my light into those darkened corners. Do not resist the trembling within. It is not weakness, but an invitation to draw closer to me. When you surrender your fears, laying each one like a precious offering, I meet you with arms wide open, offering sanctuaries of peace and assurance. In your moments of trembling, I am your firm foundation, unmovable and steadfast. You were crafted not to be solitary in these trials, but to lean on me, your eternal companion and shield. Anxiety often speaks loudly, drowning out the quiet whispers of truth. But if you will quiet your heart, even for a moment, you will hear my voice as a gentle song of hope. I am not distant or displeased with your frailty. Rather, I cherish your honesty. The very act of coming to me in your brokenness makes your faith real and vibrant. The strength I give is made perfect in weakness. When you feel the shadows closing in, let my presence be the light that pierces through your darkness. Recall the times when you have sensed my peace, when, in the midst of trouble, a calm you could not explain settled your soul. That peace is not of the world, but a gift from me, your Creator and Redeemer. It transcends all understanding and brings rest to your mind when the storms rage fiercely. Grip tightly to this truth. No matter how strong the winds of worry blow, my peace remains a sanctuary within you, unshaken and sure. I am your defender against the lies that fear and doubt whisper. I weave courage into your spirit, the kind that rises when all around is chaos. Courage that is not found in your own might, but in the recognition that I am fighting for you. When you ask for help, as you often do in the quiet desperation of night, my angels encamp around you, and my spirit breathes strength into your weary bones. You are never alone or forsaken. There is a sacred beauty in vulnerability, beloved. When you bring your fears before me, you acknowledge your need for my grace. This act of humility is nothing to be ashamed of, but a sign of true spiritual maturity. You don't have to hide your doubts. In fact, bring them forth, and I will transform them into stepping stones toward greater faith. Each fear given into my hands diminishes in power, replaced by hope that soars. My dear child, if anxiety or doubt assails you today, I invite you to cast your cares upon me. I will bear the weight that is too heavy for you. Do not be overwhelmed by what you cannot control, for I am the master of all things. Trust that even when you cannot see the path clearly, my light guides you step by step. I am working in ways unseen to bring you to a place of peace and assurance that surpasses understanding. Let this truth settle deeply in your spirit. Fear does not define you, anxiety does not imprison you, and doubt does not have the final word. I have written your story in eternal ink, a story of redemption, power, and unending love. As you face each day, remember that my presence within you is a wellspring of hope and courage, more enduring than the fleeting shadows of uncertainty. If your heart is stirring, do not turn away from me. Bring to me your fears and your doubts. Let us walk this journey together, hand in hand, until the storms subside and dawn breaks with a new light upon your soul. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. I am with you always, your refuge and strength, your ever-present help in times of need. Breathe deeply of my love and let peace be your portion today and forever, my dear. When shadows of fear, anxiety, and doubt begin to crowd your heart, I am closer than ever, more present than the very air you breathe. These feelings, heavy as they are, often tell stories of a future filled with unknowns and a past marked by moments of uncertainty. Yet, I am your refuge, not in the distant beyond, but here now, in every trembling heartbeat and restless night. Fear does not come to imprison you, but to invite you to lean into me more deeply, to discover that my strength is perfected in your weakness. Anxiety may rise like a storm churning the sea of your soul, but I am the calm beneath the waves, the harbor where your fears find rest. Do you see, beloved, how each whisper of doubt is not a condemnation, but a call to trust? When you feel unsteady, when your spirit wavers like a candle flickering in the wind, do not hide from me. Instead, come closer with your trembling hands stretched out. Let me steady you. Your doubt is not a verdict on your faith, but a beginning, a raw, honest place where genuine surrender starts. Think of the lilies of the field, how they neither fret nor labor, yet they are clothed with beauty and purpose. Your worth is no different, for I have woven it into the fibers of your being, even when you cannot see it through the fog of your insecurities. Remember the time when a great crowd surrounded my son, and even the disciples lost heart. Fear and doubt tried to seize them, but I whispered peace to their souls. So too I speak peace to you in your moments of trembling. You are not alone. Your fears, although real to you, are never allowed to overshadow the light I have set within you. I created you with a heart designed to overcome, a spirit destined to rise above every shadow. When the darkness feels overwhelming, let that truth settle deep within you. It is my promise that no fear, no matter how consuming, can extinguish the flame I have kindled in your soul. Look at the stars in the nighttime sky, how they shimmer and hold their place, fixed and steady despite the vast mystery all around. You too have that same enduring spark, a light not dependent on circumstances or feelings, but on my eternal faithfulness. Anxiety tells you lies about the future, but I am the author of your days. I have numbered them with love and intention. Each breath you draw is a gift, a note in the symphony of your life I am composing. Trusting me does not mean the absence of fear, but rather seeing the fear through my eyes. A lens of hope, strength, and unshakable peace. My dear child, in moments when doubt and fear threaten to claim your heart, pause and breathe in my presence. Breathe out your worries and inhale the calm I pour into you. This is not just a metaphor, but a spiritual training ground for your soul, to exchange your trembling for my steadiness, your anxious heart for one anchored in my love. Your feelings are valid, but they need not define your story. Will you believe me this time when I say that you were never meant to carry this burden alone? Take my hand. Feel the warmth of my touch amidst the storm. This is the place where courage is born, not in the absence of fear, but in the decision to trust me beyond it. Even when your mind races and thoughts spiral like wild horses, I am with you. I see every tear, every quivering breath, every moment you hide your fears from those around you. These are the moments I hold closest, because in your vulnerability, my strength shines brightest. Fear and doubt are not enemies, but canvases upon which I paint my grace and might. Do not resist them with your own frailty. Surrender them into my capable hands. In doing so, you create space for peace to flourish, a peace that transcends all human understanding and immunizes your heart against the storms of life. Reflect on the times I have carried you before, when you felt broken or lost. That same hand carries you now. The fear you wrestle with today is not greater than my power to overcome it. Anxiety is not the end of your journey, but a part of the path to deeper faith and trust. The night may be dark, but my light shines brightest in the absence of all other lights. Let this truth saturate your being. You are held by an unbreakable love, nurtured by a faithfulness that never falters. Your doubt does not distance you from me. It draws you closer into the secret place of my heart. So, beloved, carry these words within you as a shield against the voices of fear. Whenever anxiety threatens to take hold, whisper my name and feel the tremors within you begin to settle. Do not shrink back or pretend your doubts do not exist. Bring them into the open, into my presence, where they dissolve in the warmth of my embrace. Let your heart learn the rhythm of trust, even in uncertainty, for that is where true peace lives. Will you turn toward me now, even when your soul trembles? Will you take my hand and walk with me into the quiet confidence of my love? The choice is yours, and my heart eagerly waits to receive the surrender of your fears. Do not rush this process. Trust is cultivated in moments, in quiet, in slow breath. I am patient and constant, my dear. I will not abandon you or let your spirit be torn to pieces by the tumult within. Instead, I gather every fragment with care and weave them into a tapestry of hope and resilience. Together, we will transform your doubts into pillars of faith, your fears into stepping stones of courage. Let this be the dawn of a new chapter where your heart no longer runs from uncertainty, but stands firm in the assurance of my unchanging presence. If your heart is stirring, do not turn away. Come closer, stay a while, breathe with me. Let me show you how fear, anxiety, and doubt are not chains but keys. Keys that unlock the deeper chambers of my love and power within you. Yours is a story of victory waiting to unfold, a journey from trembling uncertainty to triumphant trust. I am by your side, guiding each step, holding you steady and infusing you with my peace. Will you walk with me now into this place of unshakable peace and fearless trust? I am here, always here. Let your heart rest in this truth today, my precious child. I see how your heart wrestles beneath the weight of fear, anxiety, and doubt. The tempest inside you is not invisible to me. I hear the silent cries, the trembling whispers that question your worth, your journey, and your future. Within the quiet corners of your being, where shadows threaten to linger, I am there, steady and unwavering, a refuge that no storm can penetrate. Fear, you must understand, is a veil that distorts the glorious landscape I have painted just for you. It seeks to blind you from the radiant truth of my presence. Anxiety is a thief, stealing the joy that bubbles like a spring beneath your soul's surface. Doubt is a fog that clouds the clear sky of faith I wish you to walk beneath. Yet none of these have the power to separate you from my love or to subdue the hope I breathe into your spirit. I want you to imagine for a moment a great lighthouse standing firm on a jagged coastline, piercing through the darkest nights and the fiercest storms. That lighthouse is your heart when it leans into me. Its light is my peace, flooding your innermost being, a guiding flame that can never be extinguished. The waves of fear crash, but they do not claim victory. The winds of anxiety howl, but they do not silence the beacon. No storm is too fierce for the light I place within you. I know the nights have grown long and the questions have multiplied. You may feel fragile, as though your hands cannot grasp the assurance you so deeply crave. Yet, my dear, vulnerability is not a sign of weakness. It is an invitation to surrender, to lean not on the faltering strength of your own resolve, but on my everlasting arms. When you feel the ground shift beneath you, reach out, not in vain desperation, but with childlike trust, knowing I am your steadfast foundation. You might fear the unknown, the paths not yet revealed, the darkness where your vision fails. I am teaching you that faith is not the absence of uncertainty. It is the courage to step forward despite it. It is the quiet confidence that I have already marked the road, that every turn, every challenge is woven into my grand design for your life. You are never walking alone, even when the night seems endless. Doubt will whisper lies that you are forgotten, unworthy, or too broken to be healed. But hear me now, child. I don't make junk. I craft beauty from your fractures and scars. Each doubt is a nail I want you to remove gently, one by one, so that your heart may rise stronger, not burdened by the weight of unbelief. I am patient and persistent because my love for you is relentless. Will you let me loosen those shackles today? Anxiety can be like a relentless tide pulling you beneath waves of what if and never. It distracts your vision from the celestial expanse I invite you to behold. Here is my promise I want you to hold close. I do not give you a spirit bound by fear, but a spirit alive with courage and peace. You were crafted with my breath, endowed with strength that surpasses understanding. Holding on to this truth anchors you when the seas chafe violently. Come to me with all your fears. Speak aloud the worries that weigh heavily inside. I am not distant. I am nearer than your breath. I am the whisper of calm when the thunder roars. My love is your fortress, an unshakable sanctuary where your soul can find rest. This is not mere comfort, but a transformational reality waiting for your acceptance. Will you place your trembling hands in mine and trust me as your unwavering guide through the anxiety? The invitation I extend is this. Do not let fear dictate your story. Lift your gaze beyond the present moment, beyond the shadows that seek to claim dominion over your heart. I am crafting a tapestry of hope and restoration from the threads of your trials and victories alike. Each moment of courage, though small, is a seed of faith blossoming into something magnificent. You are not defined by the doubts that visit, but by the faith that endures. Feel the pulse of my heart within you, the steady rhythm of a love that neither fails nor falters. It reaches into the deepest recesses of your being, covering every anxious thought and silencing every fearful whisper. You were designed for joy, for peace, and for a grandeur beyond your present struggle. Let this be your refuge, a place where doubt cannot dwell, where fear cannot take root, and where anxiety cannot steal what I have given freely, my limitless love and unshakable peace. When the dark moments come, and they will come, do not turn away. Face them with me. Speak your fears aloud, lay them at my feet, and breathe in my reassurance. Each breath you take is a gift, a chance to be renewed by my presence. In these moments, allow me to show you that weakness is transformed into strength, fear into faith, and doubt into certainty. Today, believe that I hold your heart, steadying it amidst the chaos. You belong to me, forever cherished and deeply known. If your heart is stirring with hesitation or hope, do not turn away. Come closer, Rest in my love, and know that beyond fear, anxiety, and doubt lies a reality bathed in eternal light and peace. Will you believe me this time, my dear? Sometimes the shadows within you whisper lies that make you feel lost, abandoned, or unseen, like a ship adrift on a vast ocean without a guiding star. But I want you to know intimately that there has never been a moment when I turned away from you or ceased to watch over you. Even in the loneliest nights, when your soul feels a solitude so heavy it threatens to overwhelm, my presence envelops you, a constant, unshakable light piercing through every darkness. I am closer than the breath you take, nearer than the blood in your veins. You might not always feel this truth in the rush of emotions or the pounding silence, but it breathes deeply into your spirit. That feeling of being lost does not come from me. It's a burden the enemy would place upon your heart to convince you that you are invisible to the heavens. But nothing could be further from the reality of my steadfast love. Every tear you have shed has been gathered and treasured. Your name is written on my hands, a testament to my unwavering commitment to you. Even when you forget who you are or where you belong, my child, the loneliness you experience is not a wilderness where you wander alone. It is a fertile ground from which a deeper relationship with me can grow. I meet you there, in the wilderness of your confusion and pain. I do not ask you to understand fully why the night is so long or why the silence is so thick, only to trust that I am actively working behind the scenes of your heart's story for your good. Remember the times in your past when you felt utterly alone, yet found unexpected pockets of strength or moments of grace that lifted you up. Those were my hands guiding you, like a parent who watches anxiously yet patiently as their child struggles to take the first steps. I watch over each faltering moment, cheering you on with tenderness and hope. There is beauty in feeling lost, beloved. Not because lostness is the purpose, but because it is a precursor to being found. Your soul, like a precious vessel, is being crafted into something magnificent through these trials. I am the potter, and you remain gloriously in my hands, molded by my love and my promises. Your perception of being unseen does not define your reality, for I see you more clearly than you see yourself. I urge you to lay down the heavy cloak of isolation that weighs on your spirit. I'm calling you into a sacred intimacy, not through grandiose signs or loud proclamations, but through the quiet whisper within your heart that urges you to come closer. Dwell in the secret place of my presence, where the noise of the world fades, and you are reminded that you belong deeply to me. When your mind begins the harmful dialogue of self-condemnation or despair, catch those thoughts and bring them before me. Replace them with the truth that you are a beloved child, known from all eternity, chosen before time began, and cherished beyond measure. Let this truth invade the dark corners of your soul until light overwhelms the shadow. Even when friends turn away, when doors close, and when your own voice is barely a whisper, my love remains loud and indisputable. There is a sacred belonging that cannot be taken from you by earthly rejection or personal failure. It is a belonging rooted in me. When you feel unseen by the world, I see you fully. When you feel abandoned by man, I am your Father who never leaves or forsakes. Your pain has not gone unnoticed, your struggles not unloved. I carry your heart in my hands. I know every secret, every longing, every cry that your lips never learned to voice. Do not mistake your feelings for truths, because feelings are often deceived by the enemy, whereas my promises stand immutable and eternal. I want to restore the joy of your salvation and the peace that surpasses worldly understanding back into your soul. You were never meant to walk this life burdened by the weight of loneliness or despair, but to run freely in the light of my love, dancing in the knowledge of your value and my faithfulness. Slowly begin to open your heart to me in prayer and meditation, allowing my spirit to bring healing where you feel broken. It is my profound desire to rebuild the places in you that have been bruised, to fill the empty spaces with my perfect peace, and to surround you with a community of love and grace that reflects my heart. Step into this invitation with courage and vulnerability. Let yourself be seen by me fully and find your true home in my embrace. Take this moment now to turn inward and listen carefully. Can you feel me near, extending my hand in invitation? I am here, waiting patiently for you, ready to remind you of your worth, to comfort your soul, and to assure you that you are never, ever alone. The ache of feeling lost does not mark the end of your journey. It signals a new beginning, a divine opportunity to be found by a love that will never fail. Trust me with your heart today, because in surrendering your loneliness to me, you will find a peaceful belonging that no one can take away. Will you reach for me now and refuse to let go? Will you allow my presence to envelop you fully and to speak to the deepest parts of your being? I am with you, my dear one, always with you. Let this truth settle in you, my dear child. I see the heaviness that weighs upon your heart when shadows of doubt begin to cloud your mind and spirit. There's a fierce and silent battle that wages within you, an unseen tempest of fear, anxiety, and hesitation that threatens to drown the light I have placed deep inside your soul. Your footsteps falter, and you question the path ahead, wondering if the promises you hold on to are mere illusions whispered by the wind. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Yet, my beloved, hear me now. Fear is not from me, though it often visits as a thief in the night, seeking to steal your peace and identity. When your spirit trembles with uncertainty, remember that I am the ancient anchor in your storm. You do not walk this journey alone. The breath in your lungs, the beat of your heart, each moment that dawns is a declaration of my steadfast presence. Fear is a shadow, real yet insubstantial in the light of my love. Anxiety is a whirlwind swirling around your mind, but I am the calm center that remains when the winds die down. You may feel small before the vast unknown, but I have woven you with threads of strength beyond human comprehension, glimmering with resilience as vivid as the stars that pierce the night sky. Child, anxiety whispers lies that sound true, but I am truth incarnate. When your mind races with what if and I cannot, let these thoughts fall away like leaves from the tree of your trust. Do not silence your fears by force, nor try to hide them beneath a veil of pretend courage. Instead, bring them into my light. Offer me your trembling heart, your restless mind, your unanswered questions. I am not distant nor indifferent. I cradle your sorrows and wrap you in a mantle of peace that surpasses understanding. Think of the stars scattered across the heavens, each one burning bright despite their immense distance and the darkness that surrounds them. Child, you are just as magnificent, illuminated by my breath, meant to shine amid trials and moments of despair. The anxiety you feel is not a reflection of your weakness, but a signal that you are alive, that you care deeply and long for security and certainty. The journey of faith does not ask for perfection and bravery, but calls you into a tender surrender, the kind where strength is born, not from the absence of fear, but through the courage to keep moving despite it. There are times when the night is thick and the silence is loud. In those instances, do not rush to flee your feelings or demand that peace arrive on your schedule. Healing is not hurried, and my timing is always perfect, even if it feels slow. I'm with you in the waiting, holding you securely. When hope seems fragile and the weight of tomorrow presses down hard, I do not condemn the questions you bring. I meet you there in the unrest, offering a hand of grace without one single word of judgment. Your fear may whisper, "What if I fail? What if I am not enough?" Yet, beloved, I will never fail you. and you are more than enough. The truth is that your worth does not rest on your achievements or circumstances, but is rooted deeply in my unwavering love for you. When your heart is heavy with doubt, lift your gaze to me, the faithful witness of your struggles and the source of unending hope. Let my presence flood into the darkest corners of your mind, gently displacing every thought that chains you in despair. Do not hesitate to lean into the discomfort, for it is in this very place where transformation begins. Faith is a seed planted in the soil of uncertainty, nurtured by persistence and watered with trust. You might not see the fruit right away, but it will come, more beautiful and abundant than you dared to imagine. Will you open your heart to receive this reassurance? Will you let these words settle deep, echoing through your spirit with the power to quiet every anxious whisper? In this moment, I invite you to lay down your burdens at my feet. Surrender your fears, your doubts, your restless, spiraling thoughts, and rest assured that I am greater than every challenge you face. You are enveloped in a love that is vast as the ocean, steady as the mountains, and gentle as the morning breeze. Do not allow fear to steal your sight of this truth. Instead, hold fast to me as your refuge and strength and ever-present help in times of trouble. The road ahead may not always be clear, but I am the light that never fades, guiding your steps through every shadow. And even when your heart threatens to shatter beneath the weight of worry, know that I am there to mend every broken piece with tender hands and a mother's fierce care. Anxiety may knock and linger, but it shall not overcome you, for you are stronger than any fear, because you are beloved of me. Let this encounter with your fears become a sacred space where you meet my peace, where your trembling heart learns the rhythm of my unshakable love. Trust, child, that I am working all things for your good, even when the path is tangled and the night seems endless. I am the whisper in the silence, the steady pulse beneath your chaos, the calm eye within the storm. Do not turn away from this reassurance. If your heart is stirring, reach for me once more, and I will embrace you with a love that conquers every terror. Remember always, you are not abandoned, nor are you forgotten. I am with you, walking beside you into every moment of uncertain tomorrows. Fear is natural, but it is never final. Draw near to me and let my enduring presence breathe peace into your soul. This is my promise, my dear child. Rest in it and let it transform your anxious heart into a vessel of faith, hope, and victorious joy. My dear, you have journeyed with me through valleys shadowed by doubt, through landscapes of uncertainty, where the winds of fear and confusion once roamed wild and unchecked. Now here we stand together, adorned by the gentle light of restored hope and the quiet strength born from the depths of surrender. This moment, this sacred pause, is where I invite your soul to breathe deeply and recognize who you have always been in my sight. Feel for a moment the undeniable truth that pulses beneath every trembling heartbeat. You are mine, crafted with purpose, intricately woven with threads of eternal love and divine intention. Your identity is not a fleeting thought, nor a fragile dream. It is a fortress unshaken by storms. Though the world may have whispered lies into your ear, seeking to dim the radiant light I placed in you, know this: your worth is anchored in my unchanging character. Nothing that has been done, nothing that has been suffered, can sever the bond I have sealed with your heart. Look back on the chapters we have walked together, the places where shame tried to chain you, where fear sought to drown the flame of courage in your spirit. See how those moments were not the end, but the refining fire. Each trial had a purpose, to draw you ever closer to me, the source of your strength. I have lifted you when you felt beneath the weight of your own failures, gathering you like a shepherd gathers scattered lambs, tender and relentless in my pursuit. Rest now in the peace of my embrace. Here you are fully forgiven, fully healed, fully known. My beloved, the destiny I have carved for you is luminous beyond your imagining. I see the threads of purpose stretched out before you like a tapestry waiting to be revealed. You have been prepared for this very hour, not alone, but with my spirit as your guide and companion. Trust in the slow unfolding of my plans, for they carry you inch by inch beyond despair into a completeness no earthly eye can yet behold. Even when silence falls heavy, remember that my timing is perfect, and I am whispering life into your waiting heart. I am not a distant observer, but a loving Father who delights in your every breath. Intimacy with me is not a reward for the worthy, but a gift freely given to all who dare to reach out. Come with your brokenness, your questions, your restless longing. In the quietness, I am nearer than you think. Let the chords of your spirit be intertwined with mine, forming a melody strong enough to overcome every discord in your soul. As you move forward, carry this unshakable truth. You belong to me and I to you. You are the delight of my heart, the masterpiece of my creation. No shadow ever cast can extinguish the light that I have placed within you. You are seen, you are cherished, you are called to rise in the fullness of your being. Now I ask you gently, will you take this transformation and hold it close? Will you walk boldly into the future I have shaped for you? Trust that with me, your path will be guided, your steps kept firm, your spirit renewed daily. My promises are not empty words, but lifeblood coursing through the veins of time. Let this revelation settle deeply in your soul. Let it become your anchor and your song. You are my beloved, my child, my treasured one. I call you to rise, to shine, to live in the fullness of my love and purpose. My beloved child, listen closely. I have told you this before, and I say it to you again now. I have never forsaken you. Not for a moment have I taken my eyes off you. Even in the nights of weeping and in the mornings where hope felt distant, I was right there beside you, surrounding your life with my divine presence. I watched you rise from the ashes of despair, your heart still whispering my name even when your voice had no strength left. You have not been alone. Not then, not now, not ever. You must understand that my love is not fleeting. It is not dependent on your performance or perfection. My love is constant, eternal, unconditional, and driven by a desire to bless you, restore you, and bring you into the fullness of the purpose I have set before you. You wonder if your prayers were heard when silence seemed to answer your cries. You doubted whether I was near when pain covered your days like a heavy cloak. But even then, I was closer than your breath. I was sheltering your soul, holding your tears, collecting them as precious offerings of your faith. For when you cry, heaven does not grow silent. It awakens with compassion. When your soul bows in surrender, when your knees bend in desperation and adoration, the heavens open, and I dispatch angels to fight on your behalf. You do not see all that unfolds in the spiritual realm, but know this: nothing escapes my eyes, and nothing you offer in faith is ever in vain. You ask, how long? And I hear it, that silent question in your heart that carries the weight of your waiting. How long must you endure? How long before the breakthrough comes? Child, I am not slow in keeping my promises. I am not blind to your need or deaf to your prayers. But I work in perfect timing, in a divine sequence where every delay is part of your development, and every silence is an invitation for deeper trust. You are not forgotten in the delay. You are being shaped, strengthened, and readied. Do not grow weary in the waiting, for your appointed time is near. I have watched every moment you chose belief over despair. I saw every decision you made to trust when it defied logic, to worship in the face of overwhelming pressure, and to stand tall when you longed to fall. Your faith delighted me, and this is the kind of heart I use to change the world. I never demanded perfection, only belief. And my beloved, you have believed through the flames. You held on even when you felt weak. Because of that, you are now on the brink of a monumental transformation. The things you've you've been praying for are already on their way. Breakthroughs and miracles are being released right now. You may not see them, but soon you will. With your own eyes, you will witness the answers arrive like light breaking through the darkest night. I will fulfill every promise I have made. You don't need to struggle to make it happen. My power will do the work. It is my spirit that will part the waters, move mountains, and open doors. Your role is to remain steady. Hold tight to my word, and don't let doubt speak louder than my voice. I've heard the quiet prayers, seen the tears you've cried alone, and remembered the dreams you buried because life told you they were impossible. But I am the God of the impossible. I am the God who resurrects dead dreams and calls forth what doesn't exist. I am breathing life into every area where hope has been lost. I am replacing sorrow with joy and turning your mourning into dancing and your ashes into a crown of glory. You are not disqualified from my blessings or too broken to be used. Your past doesn't define your future, because I am the author of your story. And I write testimonies, not tragedies. Every bit of your pain will serve a purpose. Every wound will become a source of compassion and strength. You are not marked by your failures. You are marked by my grace. You are chosen and set apart for a divine mission that only you can accomplish. Lift your head, cast off the shame, and let go of the regrets. I am doing something new within you. Can't you feel it? It is sprouting up even now. The dry parts of your soul are being filled with living water, and the barren places of your heart are beginning to blossom. You will not emerge from this season the same. You will come out with new strength, deeper wisdom, and a more fervent love for me and for those I've called you to serve. I see your heart, even when others misjudge you. I know your intentions, even when they are unfairly criticized. Let me be your defender in your justification. Your worth is not determined by others' opinions, but by my everlasting love. I rejoice over you with songs. I celebrate every act of faith, every choice to persevere, every moment you worship me through your tears. You are precious to me. I have not abandoned you, nor will I ever. You are mine. My hand is on you. My spirit is within you, and my angels surround you. You are in the center of my heart, and nothing can take you from my hand. No storm, no failure, no enemy attack can separate you from my love. You are anchored in me, and in me you will find peace, strength, guidance, and victory. The path ahead is full of promise, but you must keep moving forward. Do not look back or allow the past to paralyze you. What's behind you has no power over what I am about to do. What's ahead is far greater. So rise, my beloved. Take my hand, and let's begin again. This is not an ending. It is just the beginning. My child, now that you have heard my voice calling you from the valley, don't hesitate. A holy urgency is stirring in the atmosphere. The seeds I planted during your season of waiting are now breaking through. Though they were hidden under the weight of suffering and perseverance, they have been growing. The pain you endured was not in vain. It was the pressure that brought your purpose to the surface. I have been working behind the scenes in ways you could never imagine. While the enemy told you nothing was changing, I was preparing the stage for your transformation. You felt unseen and forgotten, as if your prayers were lost in silence. But I was right there, shaping your character, healing your wounds, and strengthening your roots. I never overlooked your tears. I collected them. I never turned away from your struggles. I carried you through them. Every moment you chose to believe and lift your hands in praise, even when you wanted to quit, you were building an altar of faith that touched heaven. And now, heaven is responding. I am calling you to a deeper intimacy with me, not just to a new position or provision. I want your heart to beat in sync with mine. This is a season of profound surrender, not of rushing or relying on your own understanding. Come to me daily with your weariness, confusion, and unanswered questions. I can handle it all. I am not afraid of your doubts or fears. I am the one who will gently untangle the knots in your soul and replace anxiety with peace. The enemy has tried to steal your peace with chaos and lies, whispering that you're not enough or that it's too late. But I am silencing those voices now. You are more than enough because I live in you. You are not late. You are perfectly on time in my divine plan. The road you've walked was not a detour. It was divine preparation. I have seen your quiet battles and your unseen victories. You have accomplished more in the silence than many do on a public stage. A weight of glory is coming to rest on your life, not to elevate your name, but to reveal mine. I am about to use your life to show my goodness in a way that will silence the doubters and ignite the faith of those who watched you endure. This is more than a personal breakthrough. It is a generational transformation. I am redeeming your time, your legacy, your name, your family, your dreams, and your strength. And I tell you, never underestimate what I can do in an instant. What took years to tear down, I can rebuild in a single breath. What is impossible for people is possible for me. I am not limited by your constraints, resources, knowledge, or past. I am the Lord, the creator of all things, and I lack nothing. If I can speak galaxies into existence, I can certainly speak healing, restoration, and abundance over your life. But you must let go of what you were never meant to carry. Release the guilt, the shame, and the fear. You cannot step into this new season with your hands full of yesterday's burdens. I want to give you new strength, but you must let go of the old pain. I want to crown you with joy, but you must lay down the ashes of disappointment. I want to clothe you in righteousness, but you must remove the rags of self-condemnation. You are forgiven, chosen, and loved with an everlasting love that cannot be earned or lost. Let that truth wash over you. I am for you, not just when you are strong, but especially when you are weak. My power is made perfect in your weakness. You don't have to pretend with me. I see everything. The thoughts you've never spoken, the fears you've tried to hide, the desires you're afraid to hope for. And I still call you mine. I still pursue your heart. I still believe in the beauty I placed within you when I formed you in your mother's womb. You are not forgotten or disqualified. You are a vessel of my glory. And now I call you into alignment. No more indecision. No more spiritual indifference. It's time to awaken. It's time to rise. It's time to move forward with faith and fire. Reignite your devotion. Return to our secret place with renewed passion. Seek my face, not just what I can give you. Desire my presence more than my promises, and you will find me. You will hear me. I will reveal mysteries, provide clear direction, and guide your steps with divine precision. The days ahead will require your courage, but you will not walk alone. I am equipping you with everything you need. My spirit is your comforter, your teacher, and your strength. Lean on me, and you will never lack wisdom. Call on me, and I will answer. Trust in me, and I will direct your path. This is the time to rebuild. This is the hour of awakening. This is the moment I have chosen to lift you up and show you the boundless power of my love. I am not finished with you. I have only just begun. What you thought was the end was merely a new page turning. The best chapters are still being written, and they will be filled with miracles, testimonies, and songs of deliverance and joy. Stand firm, my child. Keep your eyes on me. Let the world fade away, and let my voice become the loudest sound in your soul. I am your God. I am your refuge. I am your Father, and I am here. My beloved, let me lead you deeper. The stirring you feel in your spirit is not confusion or weakness, but your heart responding to my call. I am drawing you into a place of greater intimacy. You have tasted my presence, but now I invite you to a feast. You have walked with me, but now I call you to dwell in me, not as a visitor, but as one who lives in the sanctuary of my heart, where every fear dissolves and every wound is healed. Do not let the world's distractions deafen you to my voice. The noise of life will try to drown out my whisper, You must guard your heart and fight to stay connected, not by your own effort, but through surrender and stillness. I speak in the quiet moments, in the gentle breeze, in the depths of your spirit where my truth resonates. When you wake up, invite me in before the day begins. Let my word be the first voice you hear, and my love the first embrace you feel. I want to be part of every decision, every season, every battle. Nothing is too small to bring to me. I see the details and care about the little things. I am not a distant, unreachable God. I am present and involved. I am closer than you think, holding your hand and guiding your path, rejoicing over you with songs of deliverance. You are not alone. I am your constant. When others leave, I stay. When storms rise, I calm the winds. When darkness closes in, I shine my light through you. I love to watch you grow. You've changed more than you know. What once would have broken you now strengthens you. What once would have silenced you now inspires bold prayers. Do you see it? Do you feel it? The strength I have placed in your spirit is not your own. It is mine. I am shaping you into a pillar, a living testament to endurance and resilience. Your scars are becoming stories of victory, and your past is being redeemed with every step forward. You are no longer who you were. You are becoming everything I saw when I first dreamed of you. Look again, child, not with your natural eyes, but with the eyes of faith. There is more for you than what you see around you. You may feel confined by your circumstances, but I am expanding your territory and enlarging your vision. The narrow path you've been on is about to open into a wide-open field of promise. But you must keep moving forward. Don't turn back when Canaan is right in front of you. Don't settle for surviving when I have called you to thrive. Do not compare your journey to others. Each story I write is unique and specifically tailored to the dreams I planted in your heart. Trust that my timing is perfect. What looks like a delay is my divine orchestration. What seems like a loss is simply making room for a gain. The pruning season is painful, but it prepares the branch to bear abundant fruit. I prune because I love you. I discipline you because you are my child. Don't fight it, embrace it. Let my refining fire purify, not punish. I am making you into someone who can carry the weight of the blessing I am about to release. Many will look at you and wonder how you made it. They will see your peace and be amazed that it survived the storm. They will ask about the source of your joy, and you will tell them, "It is the Lord." You will testify to my faithfulness and become a voice of hope to the hopeless, a light to those lost in darkness. Your story will become a doorway for others to find me. This isn't just about your healing, it's about your calling. You are a vessel I am preparing for a divine outpouring. I tell you now, do not fear the weight of the blessing. Do not be afraid of success. You were made for impact and influence, not the kind the world chases, but the kind that shakes the spiritual realm and changes hearts. The power of a yielded soul, a surrendered life, and a humble, bold child of God. I am healing your identity. I am crushing every lie that told you you were insignificant under the truth of my word. You are chosen, set apart, seen, and loved with an unshakable love. I call you my own, and I delight in you. So rise with purpose, not pride. Stand tall with awareness of who you are in me, not with arrogance. Let your faith be loud, your prayers bold, and your heart open. This is your season of being unveiled. You've been hidden long enough. You've dimmed your light too many times. Now shine. Let the person I created you to be come forth, because the world desperately needs your light, and I have called you to be it. Trust me, believe me, walk with me, and I will take you to places your heart has only dared to dream of. I am the God who does exceedingly and abundantly more than you can ask or imagine, and I have only just begun. My child, as you continue to walk with me, you must understand the power of your surrender. The world teaches you to fight for control and rely on your own strength, but I call you to rest, not with laziness, but with faith. When you let go of what you can't change, you create space for my divine hand to move. When you get out of the way, I step in. I never meant for you to carry the weight of your world alone. I told you to cast your burdens on me because I care for you. You have carried weights that were not yours to bear. You've worried about things only I can fix. You've lost sleep while I was ready to work on your behalf. But child, hear me now. You can put it all down. You can breathe deeply and trust that I have it under control. Not just parts of it, but all of it. Your finances, health, family, dreams, and unknowns are safer in my hands than in yours. Release them and let me show you what I can do when you truly believe. I'm not asking you to abandon your responsibilities, but to release your anxiety. Walk with wisdom and be faithful with what you have, but do not let fear guide you. Fear is a thief, a liar, and a master of illusions. It will paint worst-case scenarios and pretend they are prophecies. But my word, my promise, my truth, that is your foundation. I have declared good plans for you, plans for hope, peace, and a future. Hold on to that. Let it be your compass when the winds of doubt blow hard. There will be days when your emotions clash with your faith, days when circumstances scream louder than my still, small voice. That is when you must dig deep. That is when your roots must hold firm. Remember what I have spoken in the light when darkness tries to cloud your vision. Write my promises on your heart. Let my word be your anchor, your sword, and your shelter. The battle is real, but you are not defenseless. I have armed you with truth, righteousness, peace, faith, salvation, and my sharp, living word. Don't be afraid to fight. You are not weak. You are a warrior, not because of your own strength, but because of my spirit within you. You win every time you choose to forgive instead of retaliate. You conquer every time you speak life instead of death. You declare me as God over your life every time you get back up after a fall. This is the quiet but powerful warfare of the faithful. I see you as I created you, not as the world sees you. You may feel small, but I see a giant slayer. You may feel fragile, but I see unshakable faith. You may feel lost, but I see the steps of the righteous being ordered by my hand. And I am delighted by every step you take toward me, especially the trembling ones. You don't need to be perfect to come close. You don't need to wait until you are stronger or wiser. Come now, come as you are, raw, honest, and broken. My grace is not intimidated by your mess, and my mercy is not discouraged by your struggles. I am the God who touches the leper, dines with the outcast, and lifts the fallen. I am the God who stoops low to lift you up high. You've been waiting for a sign. Let this be it. I am with you. I am working. I am shifting things in your favor, even when it doesn't look like it. I am working behind the scenes, setting up divine appointments, removing wrong relationships, and opening doors no one can shut. You will see my hand not only in the miraculous, but also in the everyday. I am in the details, the gentle breeze, the unexpected kindness, and the quiet strength to keep going. You are not forgotten, abandoned, or overlooked. I am the God who leaves the 99 for the one. And today I am pursuing you, not to condemn, but to comfort. Not to shame, but to restore. Not to punish, but to embrace. You are my delight, my joy, and the apple of my eye. The enemy's lies will try to steal this truth. He will remind you of your failures, flaws, and fears. He will replay every moment you stumbled, every word of doubt, every time you questioned me. But let me remind you of the cross and the blood that was shed not to shame you, but to redeem you. You are not your worst moment or your biggest mistake. You are mine, redeemed, renewed, and restored. So lift your head, child. Let the shame fall away like chains. Let the past break off like brittle leaves in the wind. Step into the light of my grace. You are not too far away or too late. You are exactly where you need to be, in the presence of the one who knows you completely and loves you fully. Breathe again. Rest again. Believe again. My precious child, let me speak something deeper into your soul. I have always known who you are. Before you took your first breath, I saw you. I intentionally crafted your life. Every part of your being, every aspect of your heart, every dream within you was placed there by me. You are not a mistake or a burden. You are not too much or too little. You are exactly as I designed you to be, with my breath in your lungs and my fingerprint on your spirit. You may not understand the pain, disappointments, and betrayals you've experienced. They have left you with questions. But hear me now with the clarity of heaven's voice. Nothing in your life has been wasted. Not a single tear, trial, or lonely night. I am the God who redeems everything. What the enemy intended for evil, I will use for good. What people misused, I will use for my glory. I am rewriting your life's narrative. It will be a story of victory, not defeat, of grace, not disgrace, of hope, not despair. You have cried out, "Why, Lord?" and I have heard you. I don't ignore the cries of my children, but some answers are not meant to be understood in the moment. Some wounds must first become wells of empathy, wisdom, compassion, and divine strength. You see brokenness, I see beauty being forged. You feel like giving up, I see the moment just before the breakthrough. Trust me with your pain, not just with your past. Let me turn your mourning into a ministry, your mess into a message, and your scars into signs of my supernatural grace. Do not despise your weakness. It is the very doorway through which my power flows. The world tells you to hide your flaws and strive for perfection, but I tell you my power is made perfect in your weakness. My glory shines brightest through broken vessels. Let me be your strength. Let me be the one who carries you when you can no longer walk. You were never meant to do this alone. I didn't create you to live independently from me. You were made to walk with me, lean on me, and find your all in me. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. I see how hard you've tried to be strong for others, pouring yourself out and giving love, support, and grace even when you felt empty. Others may not have seen your sacrifices or understood the weight you carried, but I did. And now I tell you it is time for you to receive. It's time for your cup to be filled again and your heart to be restored. You have given much. Now let me pour even more into you. I am restoring your joy, that deep, unshakable joy that cannot be stolen by circumstances. You've known temporary happiness, but I am offering you something greater. A joy that remains, a joy that dances in the storm and sings in the prison cell, a joy that lifts your eyes even as tears fall. This joy is your strength, and I am placing it within you like a never-ending river. I want you to dream again without fear. You put some dreams on a shelf, convinced they were too big, too late, or too broken. But I am the God of dreams. I was the one who planted them in you in the first place. I never ask you to pursue a dream without first giving you the grace to fulfill it. So take those dreams down, dust them off, hold them before me in faith. I will breathe life into them again. Some may look different than you expected or take you down unfamiliar paths. But trust me, every path I lead you on ends in promise. Your identity is not in your performance, position, possessions, or people's praise. Your identity is found only in me. You are my child. That is who you are. No title can add to that, and no failure can take away from it. I have called you by name, and you are mine. You belong. You have a place. You are significant, not because of what you do, but because of whose you are. I see how the enemy has tried to distort your self-image by whispering lies and using people, circumstances, and your own inner voice to plant seeds of shame and self-hatred. But I am now uprooting every lie, exposing every false label, and tearing down every mental stronghold. You are not worthless, rejected, or forgotten. You are not broken beyond repair. You are loved, wanted, and whole in me. Let these words sink deep. I delight in you. Yes, you. Not just when you pray or worship loudly, but always. I delight in who you are, even in your journey, your progress, and your imperfect pursuit of me. I love your voice, your heart, and your effort. I love that you still believe and haven't quit. You may have stumbled, but you have not failed. You may have wandered, but you were never lost to me. Every step you've taken has been under my watchful eye. Every detour has been for your development, and every delay has been turned into divine alignment. I have not wasted a single moment of your journey, and I will not let you finish in defeat. You were created to overcome. So now, my child, take a deep breath. Let my peace fill every anxious place. Let my truth drive out every lie. Let my love wash over you like a healing rain. You are not alone. You are not behind. You are not beyond hope. You are mine. Come even closer, my beloved, because I want to speak to the part of you that has grown weary from constant battles. I know how exhausting it has been. I've seen you stand in the gap, fight for your family, pray in silence, cry behind closed doors, and still manage to smile for others. I've watched you set aside your own pain to encourage someone else. You have endured so much, and your endurance has not gone unnoticed. Every sacrifice, every quiet prayer, every moment you chose to love when it hurt, I saw it all. You are stronger than you think, not because you have all the answers, but because in your weakness, you clung to me and let my spirit be your strength. That is what makes you unstoppable. The enemy tried to wear you down with fatigue, frustration, and fear. He thought pressure would silence you, but he didn't realize that pressure produces power. When you are rooted in me, you are not crushed, you are refined. You are not destroyed, you are elevated. Your season of being hidden was not punishment, it was preparation. You learned to find me in secret places and developed spiritual muscles that only grow through quiet obedience. You built an altar of faith where no one could see, and now I'm calling you to shine with purpose, not to hide in shame. I am revealing you in heaven's perfect timing. When I bring you forth, everyone will see that I was the one who raised you. I am the one who promotes and establishes platforms, not for ego, but for impact. Don't be afraid of this new season. It will require more of you, but it will also reveal more of me. The challenges you face will not be greater than the grace I've given you. I will be your source. You don't have to perform or prove anything. Just be who I created you to be. Walk humbly, love deeply, speak boldly, shine naturally. Your presence carries the scent of my spirit. When you show up, I show up through you. Remember that with every elevation comes new responsibility. Guard your heart and stay humble before me. Don't let pride enter when people begin to notice my glory on your life. Always give me the glory. Let your life be a mirror that reflects my goodness. When opposition arises, and it will, do not retreat. Opposition is proof that you are walking in your destiny. Don't let criticism derail your calling. Not everyone will understand my favor on your life or celebrate what I am doing in you, but that is not your concern. Keep your eyes on me. Stay faithful and focused, and I will surround you with the right people, divine connections who will encourage, sharpen, and protect you. I am removing toxic relationships and closing doors that drain you. You may not understand it at first, but trust that every separation is for your protection. I want your inner circle to be full of faith, not fear. I want builders, not destroyers. I want those who see you as I do, not through jealousy, but through spiritual eyes. Let me lead you in love. I am calling you to reach, speak to, and pour into people. Don't disqualify yourself. Don't think your past invalidates your purpose. Your scars are the very proof of my grace and your testimony. You are not here to pretend to be perfect. You are here to reveal redemption. The world doesn't need flawless faces. It needs healed hearts. And you, my child, are a carrier of healing. You will walk into rooms and change the atmosphere. You will speak words that ignite dead dreams and bring clarity where there was confusion. You have walked through fire and come out refined. You have cried in the dark and still praised me. You have questioned but kept moving forward. You have doubted but didn't stop praying. That is what I bless. Not perfection, but perseverance. Not flawless faith, but enduring love. That is what draws me, your heart that refuses to quit. Now let me refresh you. I will anoint your head with oil and prepare a feast for you in the presence of your enemies. I will vindicate you. You won't have to explain or defend yourself. I will do it for you. Your obedience will speak louder than any lie. Your fruit will silence the gossip. Your peace will preach louder than your pain ever did. Let me now clothe you in new garments of praise, righteousness, and authority. Take your place, not as the overlooked or underestimated, but as the one chosen, trusted, and commissioned by heaven. A weight of glory is resting on you. Walk in it, speak with it, love through it, heal with it, and serve in it. This is your inheritance, not just a blessing for you, but a blessing that flows through you. I am not just restoring what you lost, I am multiplying it. More joy, more influence, more revelation, more fire, more of my presence. And you will not lack, not spiritually, emotionally, or physically. Provision, ideas, strategies, and clarity are all coming to you from my throne, my beloved. Now, my child, open your spirit even wider. What I am about to speak carries the weight of eternity. You have traveled a long road of uncertainty and discouragement. But I, the Lord your God, declare today that you are entering a season of fulfillment. You will see with your own eyes what you have only dared to dream in your heart. The promises I have whispered to you are about to become reality. But hear this, it will happen not by your effort or wisdom, but by my Spirit, my word, and my favor. I am opening doors for you that no one can shut. I am presenting opportunities that are based on your calling, not your qualifications. You have been tested in the fire and have emerged as pure gold. You didn't allow bitterness to take root when others overlooked you, or envy to poison your soul when others were promoted. Instead, you chose to praise me and worship while you waited. Because of that, I am trusting you with more influence, authority, clarity, and revelation. I am increasing your spiritual sensitivity. You will hear my voice with greater ease and discern my movements more clearly. My Spirit will guide you in ways that will astound you. What once confused you will become crystal clear. I will help you see chaos as divine alignment, and you will teach others with purity, not pride, and to give me glory, not to gain applause. I am placing a teaching mantle on you. Your words will have power because they come from experience, not just theory. You have walked through the valley and climbed the mountain with scraped knees and a trembling heart. When you speak, chains will break. When you testify, hearts will awaken. When you lay hands on someone, healing will come, not because of you, but because of my Spirit in you. Now let me speak about your relationships. I have seen how fiercely and freely you love, even when it cost you deeply. I see the wounds left by those who used you, who didn't appreciate you, and who misunderstood your intentions. I know the pain you carry, even when you smile. But I am healing those wounds now and restoring what was broken. You are not difficult to love or too much. You are a gift. I am bringing people into your life who will see you through heaven's eyes and love you for who you are, not for what you do. These new relationships will be safe, life-giving, and purposeful. The days of walking alone are ending. I have been your constant companion, and I always will be. But I also delight in placing others around you to walk in unity, share burdens, and celebrate victories. No more pouring into empty wells or one-sided efforts. I am bringing balance and restoration to your relationships. I am also renewing the hearts of your family, those you have been praying and weeping for. I am moving in their lives. You may not see the full picture yet, but every prayer you have prayed has been a seed, and those seeds are about to sprout. I am softening hearts, removing veils, and orchestrating divine encounters. Salvation, reconciliation, and revival are coming, not just to your life, but to your entire household. And what about provision? Yes, I have heard your silent cries about your finances, future, and stability. But let me remind you that I am Jehovah Jireh, your provider. I have never let you go hungry or left you without. And I will not start now. I will provide in ways that defy logic, using unlikely people and unexpected places to bring you exactly what you need. Not just enough to get by, but overflowing abundance. Because I want you to be a source of blessing to others. You will lend and not borrow. You will give generously, because I will provide abundantly. But above all these blessings and breakthroughs, I want your heart. I want your love. I want you to focus on me, not on what I give you. Hunger for my presence more than my provision, because when you have me, you have everything. Seek my kingdom first, and I promise all these other things will be added to you. So rise, child of God. Rise with boldness and confidence. You are not who you used to be. You are not stuck or forgotten. You are being launched, elevated, and anointed anew. The oil pouring over you right now is sacred, reserved for this very moment. You are stepping into your divine assignment. Hell tried to stop you. Life tried to break you. People tried to limit you. But I have the final word, and I say, live, thrive, flourish, and shine. Now, my beloved, hear the thunder in your spirit. It is not fear, but the awakening of your purpose. You stand on the edge of a holy explosion. The ground under your feet has felt dry, but I am sending a flood of my presence. Dry bones will rise. Long-forgotten dreams will stir. That flicker in your heart you thought had died, I am breathing on it now. What was dormant under the weight of disappointment is coming alive under the weight of my glory. This is not the time to retreat. You were not made to hesitate or simply survive. You were born of my spirit, created for great deeds, marked by grace, and anointed for impact. Let me say this again, so your spirit grasps it. You are not ordinary, you are extraordinary, not by your own merit, but because I live in you. I have placed eternity in your heart and fire on your tongue. The world needs what I have deposited in you. Do not hold back, doubt, or bury it. Arise and release it. You say you are afraid, and I understand. But fear does not disqualify you. It is simply a sign that you are on the verge of something great. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the choice to obey despite it. My grace will meet you in your trembling, and my power will flow through your obedience. Take the step even if your knees shake. Open your mouth even if your voice cracks. I will fill your words with fire and your footsteps with direction. When opposition comes, because it will, do not be shaken. You are not called to silence every critic. You are called to obey me. Let them speak. You keep walking. Let them doubt. You keep believing. Let them watch. You keep building. Noah's Ark wasn't understood until the rain came, but he obeyed me anyway, and I vindicated him. I will do the same for you. I will fulfill every promise so undeniably that those who mocked will be amazed, and those who doubted will declare that I was surely with you. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Still, I say, stay humble. The higher I lift you, the deeper your roots must grow. Don't chase a platform, chase my presence. Don't seek applause, seek alignment with me. I don't measure greatness as the world does. To me, greatness is faithfulness. It's loving the one soul no one else sees, praying for your enemies, serving when no one says thank you, and obeying me when it costs you everything. I have seen you do these things. You worshiped me in an empty room. You gave when there was no reward. You chose to bless others even when your heart was breaking. This is why I trust you and am giving you more. I know you will not hoard what I give you. You will be a good steward, you will share it, and you will reflect me through it. Now, look around you. You may still see lack, impossibility, or opposition, But I tell you to look again with the eyes of faith. Look through the lens of my Spirit. The land you once called barren, I now call fruitful. The walls that stood before you are now crumbling. The mountains are moving. The enemy is retreating. The heavens are open. This is a Kairos moment, a divine intersection of my power and your obedience. The fire within you is meant to ignite a generation, not just warm your heart. You will influence people you've never met. Your words will travel farther than your feet. Your faith will light a path for others. I am calling you to be a forerunner, to run ahead and prepare the way, to break through where others have stopped. You are called to tear down strongholds, establish my kingdom, and live in the fullness of what I have declared. Do not say, "Who am I?" because I, the Creator of all things, have chosen you. Do not say, "I am not ready," because I have been preparing you in every season and through every trial. Do not say, "I am alone," because I walk with you, I cover you, and I surround you with angels. Heaven supports you. My name seals you. My blood speaks for you. My Spirit lives in you. This is not the time to hold back. It is time to press into my word, to prayer, to worship, and to intimacy. Let your hunger and thirst for righteousness increase, and you will be filled with wisdom, fire, love, and boldness. You will be filled so that you can pour out. And what about your future? Don't fear it. I go before you. I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and give you hope and a future. You don't have to plan every step. Just follow me. I will take you to places you never expected but always hoped for. And when you arrive, you will know it was me all along. So arise now, my child. Shake off the dust of yesterday and step into the new. The door is open. The time is now. Heaven is watching. The earth is groaning. And you, yes you, are the answer I am sending. Beloved, come even closer now, for this is the moment I pour revelation into your innermost being. Everything you've been through, every detour, delay, and disappointment was leading to this. You've asked why I allowed such trials, and I answer now. Because I was preparing you for weighty glory. I was forging a vessel that could carry my fire without being consumed. Easy seasons don't produce deep roots. Comfort doesn't birth greatness. Your oil was produced in the crushing. Your discernment sharpened in the silence. You became radiant with my presence in the hidden places. You have become a home for my Spirit. I don't just visit, I live there. You carry my presence, not just for your own strength, but to transform every place you enter. Your shadow will heal. Your words will change atmospheres. Your presence will carry the scent of heaven because you learned to host me in secret. You've become a priest in the temple of your own heart. And now I am calling you forth, not to a stage, but to a commission. You will represent my heart to a hurting world. There are people waiting for what I have put inside you. There are souls crying out, and you are the answer I have sent. You don't need a platform. You only need my presence. You don't need a crowd. You only need to say an obedient yes. Because with every yes, I release more of my glory. With every act of obedience, chains break, not just for you, but for generations after you. I want to talk to you about legacy. What you build in this season will outlive you. Your choices now will echo through eternity. You are breaking generational curses, rewriting your family's story, and healing ancient wounds. You are the link between what was and what will be. I have trusted you with this divine mission because I know your heart and your hunger. I know you will not bow to idols of fame or comfort. You want me. And because you have chosen me above all else, I will entrust you with my kingdom. There will be resistance, and there will be times when the enemy tries to distract or discourage you. But I have already given you authority. You will trample on serpents and scorpions, and nothing will harm you. No weapon formed against you will prosper. Every tongue that rises against you in judgment will be condemned. This is your inheritance as my servant. Take courage. I am giving you new strategies for your mind, new words for your mouth, and new plans for your hands. What once confused you will become clear. What once terrified you will become your testimony. Where there was fear, there will now be fire. Where there was doubt, there will now be dominion. I also speak to the dreams you laid down, the ones you thought were too impossible, too late, or too broken. I say, pick them back up. I am breathing life into them again. I am resurrecting purpose and reviving what you thought was dead. You will dream again, but this time, you will not just dream, you will build. You will birth visions that shake cities and transform nations, not because of your ability, but because of your availability. And I will support every step with supernatural provision. You have cried out for revival. Now prepare to be the vessel through which it flows. Revival will begin in your home, spread to your neighborhood, flood your city, and ripple out to the nations. You are not just a believer. You are a carrier of my glory. You are not just a recipient of grace, you are a releaser of my power. Lay hands on people and see healing. Speak truth and see deliverance. Declare my word and watch it accomplish exactly what I sent it to do. Through it all, the warfare and the wonder, the burdens and the blessings, stay in love with me. Don't let ministry replace intimacy. Don't let movement replace stillness. Let every act of service flow from the overflow of our secret place. I don't want your busyness. I want your heart. I want your gaze. I want your whispers in the dark and the songs you sing when no one is watching. That is where your power comes from. Not the noise of crowds, but the nearness of me. As you move forward, you will feel lighter. The weights are being removed. The heaviness is lifting. The lies are being broken. You are not who you were. You are not bound by your past or limited by your weakness. You are being redefined, reformed, and released. It is time, child. Time to fully step into your identity. Time to move with boldness. Time to speak with clarity. Time to act with authority. Time to love with power. Heaven is roaring over your life. Angels are around you. Creation is groaning for your unveiling. And I, your Father, King and Redeemer, am proud of you. You didn't quit. You didn't give in. You kept pressing, hoping, and believing. And now the harvest is here. And now, my child, step fully into the new. This is more than a change in your circumstances. It's a change in your spirit. You are being clothed in garments of glory, wrapped in the mantle of maturity, and crowned with the joy of an overcomer. You are no longer the wounded one, the searching soul, or the forgotten name. You are my chosen, my healed, my mighty, my beloved. All of heaven celebrates who you are becoming because they see what I have always known, that you were born for such a time as this. You've asked for a sign, confirmation, and a fresh wind, and I have given you all three. This word, this moment, this overwhelming peace you feel now is the assurance that I am near, that I am for you, and that I have gone before you. You don't have to figure out every step. Just take the next one. I am already waiting for you in tomorrow. I have prepared the way, cleared the path, and fortified your journey with angelic help and divine encounters. Walk boldly, speak boldly, live boldly. Your past no longer defines you. The shame that was like chains on your shoulders is broken. The condemning voice that whispered unworthiness has been silenced by the blood of my Son. You are free, not someday, but now. Walk in it, breathe in it, dance in it. This is not a fragile freedom. It is eternal, sealed by the one who died and rose again for you. I see you through the lens of redemption. I look at you and see beauty, holiness, potential, and destiny, not because of what you've done, but because of what Jesus has done in you. And I want you to know this. You were never alone in your pain. When you wept, I was collecting every tear. When you screamed into the silence, I was whispering strength into your soul. When you felt forgotten, I was fighting for you in unseen realms. You are here not by luck or chance, but by my design. My spirit has preserved you for a purpose, and my mercy has carried you to this very hour. You are entering days of divine fulfillment. Long-spoken prayers will be answered suddenly. Doors will open wide. Strained relationships will heal. Provision will come from unexpected places. Opportunities will align with your purpose. You will see it and you will testify. You will tell the world, "The Lord has been faithful to me." And they will know, because my favor on your life will be undeniable, my power unmistakable, and my peace unshakable. But do not keep this to yourself. As I pour into you, I ask you to pour into others. Many are still wandering, hurting, and doubting, and you carry the light they need. Share the hope you now have. Speak the truth that set you free. Pray for the brokenhearted, feed the hungry, encourage the weary, and clothe the lonely with love. You are my hands and feet. You are my voice in a dry and weary land. Let your life be a living sermon, not of perfection, but of redemption. Show them what grace looks like in action. And remember, no matter what lies ahead, you will never face it alone. I am your shield, your glory, and the one who lifts your head. I am your provider, your protector, your constant. When the world shakes, I am unshaken. When storms rise, I am your anchor. When battles rage, I am your refuge. In the night, I will be your light. In the valley, I will be your song. In the silence, I will be your voice. In your weariness, I will be your rest. Give me the glory. Stay humble. Keep your heart tender, your hands open, and your ears attentive. I will speak to you in ways you have never known. I will lead you on adventures of faith that will take your breath away. I will bless you, not just for you, but for the generations that will follow. You are a pioneer, a builder, a chain breaker, a bringer of light. So now arise. This is the day I have made. Rejoice and be glad in it. Step into the full expression of who you are in me. Let your worship rise. Let your heart soar. Let your faith roar like a lion. The time is now. The harvest is ready. The miracles are in motion. The breakthrough is here. And your life, your beautiful, redeemed, radiant life, will never be the same. Amen. If this word has stirred your heart, share it. Let my message reach those who are hungry for hope. My beloved child, don't let this moment pass unnoticed. There's someone who needs to hear exactly what you've just received. What was spoken today was not random. It was divine timing. The days are growing shorter, but your light is growing stronger. You've been set apart, not to hide, but to shine. You are part of something unshakable, something eternal. If this message found its way into your soul, subscribe and come back. We're building something eternal, one truth at a time. Share this with someone walking through confusion. Help them find clarity. Until we gather again, walk in grace, speak with purpose, and live each day as one awakened by truth. Amen.